Hello everybody, I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News. I want to talk to you today and kind of give you a world government update. Of course, Revelation chapter 13, verse 1 through 8 describes a world government that will be set up just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. And what I want to do is to kind of give you an update, give you a few things to watch for in the news, let you know where we're at on some of this stuff. I was just recently reading an article in WorldNet Daily today, June 6th, 2012. The title was Pledge Allegiance to the U.S. or to the UN. So think about that. Pledge allegiance to the United States, which is one nation under God, or pledge allegiance to the UN, a totally godless entity. So it says our national sovereignty is under threat with the United Nations. Here's the fear. As we enter the second decade of the 21st century, an epic struggle seems to be developing between the forces of global governance and the American constitutional democracy. Transnationalists in the United Nations and the European Union, but more importantly among American elites, are seeking to establish a global rule of law which would make American constitutional law subservient to a global authority. So think about that. Our constitutional subservient to a global authority. It's global governance already established and at work. So this is what their fear is in this article. And it goes on to give a few examples of things that are happening right now that you should watch for in the news to show how global government is tightening its grip on the citizens of the world. Here's something to watch for next month in July. It's an arms trade treaty at the UN. And basically, it's disguised as an international restriction on the illegal transfer of arms, but it is simply nothing more than the United Nations' effort to universally disarm every citizen on the planet. So think about that. You need to watch for that next month because Obama and Hillary Clinton have said that they're going to support that. So you need to be watching for that in the news. It's nothing more than global governance in action. Of course, the Law of the Sea Treaty, which would enforce a worldwide tax, and listen to this, it would turn over the responsibility of preserving freedoms of the sea from our U.S. Navy to a United Nations force. So think about that. Right now, our Navy preserves our freedoms. They're wanting to turn that over to the United Nations to preserve our freedoms. It's crazy to me, but that's world government in action right now. Agenda 21, the Rio Plus 20 Earth Summit, which will be held in Rio de Janeiro on June 20th and 22nd this month, is nothing more than a green world summit to remake civilization and implement massive socialistic wealth redistribution. So think about that. That's coming up at the end of this month, and it's nothing more than another United Nations effort to grab hold of the control of any citizen on the planet. They want to control. That's the goal of everything. It's world government in action. Of course, the Bilderberger meeting, which was last week, it's nothing more than international elitists that meet every year to set the course of global governance for the world. That's all it is. It's nothing more, nothing less than that. It's global governance in action. And of course, we're always seeing the increasing strength of other global authorities like the World Bank, International Criminal Court, NATO, etc., etc., etc. So it's world government in action. You can watch it in your news every day. I post articles every day on Endtime website, which updates you on all these things, and it shows you how we're not headed towards a global government. We're in a global government right now, and it's tightening its grip on us every day. So the Bible prophesies a world government, Revelation chapter 13, verses 1 through 8, and that it will be formed just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. So I just wanted to give you a few proofs today that will prove the question that we're answered here at End Time all the time. Are we in the end times? And the answer is a resounding absolutely. We are in the end times. The world government, we're there. It's not coming. We're already there, and it's tightening its grip on every citizen in the world. And just think, the Antichrist will rule over that world government before it's all over with. So we're not headed in that direction. We're there already, and it's tightening its grip on every citizen on the earth. Thank you for watching today. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News.